Hello, YouTube. I decided to showcase something that I recently just got yesterday. It is a Notifier AMG and FFT on a CHS 4L chassis. So, without further ado, let's do a demo. So the AMG in a setup like this would be common in buildings that were made, built in 1987 to 2008, and they commonly were installed on early Onyx panels in the 2000s, and if this was a high-rise building, it would also include this telephone. If we take the cover off of the AMG, you can see that there's a VRAM chip in it. Hold on a minute. Alright, so with that out of the way, I managed to get the cover off. Here's the VRAM chip. This is where you would put two VRAM chips and another VRAM chip. This is where you would insert. This is one of the ways you can record a message on a VRAM chip. You could also use the microphone and to record a message, you simply switch these two sorry for the bad quality. You simply switch these two switches on the these two dip switches to on, and that's how you record your messages for the VRAM chip. And then the rest of these just control your tones. This is the firmware chip, and this is the CPU or microprocessor. And then you can see right here, this connects from the AMG to the FFT. Right here, this connects the AMG to a panel. And you got your wires input that goes to amplifier, and the AMG can support in AA30, AA100, and AA120. And the AA100 and AA120s are basically huge amplifiers that increase the amount of wattage you can have, and they also have backup tones like slow loop and high low. So yeah, I'll begin playing examples of what these AMGs can, what tones these AMGs can play and what messages they can play.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire reported on your floor. There has been a fire reported on your floor. Please proceed to the stairway and exit the building. Do not use the elevators.
This is only a drill.
Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? An emergency condition exists on this floor. An emergency condition exists on this floor. Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? A fire has been reported in the building. A fire has been reported in the building. Please proceed to the stairway and exit the building. Do not use the elevators.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire alarm reported in the Do not use the elevator, but proceed to the stairways and exit the building. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire alarm reported in the building. There has been a fire alarm reported in the building. Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building. Do not use the elevator, but proceed to the stairways and exit the building. May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? An alarm has been activated in the building. Please proceed to the stairways and exit the building. Do not use the elevators.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? A fire has been reported in the building. A fire has been reported in the building. Please proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building. Do not use the elevator, but proceed to the nearest exit and leave the building.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. While this is being verified, please leave the building by the nearest exit. May I have your attention, please? May I have...
I think I mentioned it before, but the audio loops because I broke the message.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit or exit the stairway. Do not use the elevator.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit or exit the stairway. Do not use the elevator.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit or exit the stairway. Do not use the elevator.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
There has been a fire emergency reported.
Alright, I'm back. So there also is tornado, hurricane, flood, bilingual. There's a lot of different VROM chips this can use, and I'm not gonna play every single one, but you get the idea of what I mean by that. And since there also is a bunch of VRAM chips that have custom messages on them, I'm also probably not going to be able to show all of those because there also is a scarcity of videos of those. But I did put video credits on the videos that I showed so I don't get copyright striked for copyright infringement. And I don't intend on copyright infringement. I was just using those videos as reference. But other than that, this was the showcase of the AMG and an overview of it. Also, I plan on making a System 5000 once I get the proper parts, but that's gonna be a while because yeah. So I'll give you an update when I get all the parts for the System 5000. occasionally I will be posting pictures of the parts that I gradually get. So yeah, that basically wraps it up. Make sure to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. And also stay tuned for a fire alarm panel test of the System 5000. I will be using my SP1 speaker strobe as the notification appliance. I will be getting a smoke detector as one of the initiating devices, and the BG10L will be used as the other initiating device. Well, that concludes this video, and once again, stay tuned. Bye.